This next gentleman coming up is 1/3 of the Gross Lonely Boys. Do me a favor and give it up for Danny Goodwin!
Oh, Cap City, how we doing? Hell yes, folks. Yo, give it up for Matt, knowing lackadaisical, right? Someone's been studying for the SAT, right? I was speaking of Matt, I'm fucking balding now. That shit sucks, right? You can't see it from this angle. You can only see it from behind me. I'm sort of working like a business in the front, devastating forest fire in the back. You might lose your summer home back here if you're not careful. Evacuate quickly. But it sucks, man. I'm 24. I can't be balding now. 24 is a sexy age, man. I should be out surfing, you know? Cruising for bodacious babes, right? Meanwhile, I'm up here looking like a young Bernie Sanders, right? Trying to hit on women with my economic proposals. They're not listening, Cap City. They never do. I did determine this, though. I don't want to be one of those Bosley guys. Do you guys know what Bosley is? If you're not familiar, it's a procedure that they advertise on cable television, and where they take hair from your body and surgically implant it onto your head. And they interview the people that get the procedure in the commercial, and every person that gets it says the same thing. They just go, "Before Bosley, I was ugly as shit. And, well, after Bosley, I'm ugly in a different way." Yeah. Yeah, it turns out pubes don't make great bangs. Who would have thought? You guys seem like a hip crowd. You guys do Molly, huh? Anyone do fucking Molly in here? If you're over 40, that's ecstasy. If you're over 60, that's called happy pills. And if you're over 80, I don't know what you're doing at a comedy show, man. Call your grandkids. This ride's almost over. Just facts, folks. Just facts, all right? I actually did do Molly for the first time the other day, though. Kind of lame the way that I did it. It was just me and 3 of my buddies in my friend's bedroom, which is not the way to do ecstasy at all. Essentially, he was just like, "Dude, come over. We're watching the game, all right? I got meats on the grill, beers in the fridge, and then we're all going to touch a blanket and cry together. Are you in? Does that sound good?" The whole night was just them gently petting my beard the entire time, right? Asking what the thread count was. It was kind of a fucked up evening, really. It got real sentimental, though. At one point, we all went around the room and said who our best friend was. That's right. That's 4 grown men using the phrase best friend. I didn't even know I had a best friend. Then I took some ecstasy. I've got 3 slumber parties lined up for next week, folks, all right? Hell of a drug. I had to take a break from drugs recently. At the beginning of the year, I did a whole sober January. Didn't drink, didn't smoke, didn't do nothing for the entire month of January. And it's not because I hit like a rock bottom, but I felt like my decision making was just a little bit off, right? Like one night, I was doing a bit of drinking with a buddy who had also been drinking, and then we got into his car. Already a bad decision. And then that same friend pulls out a bag of cocaine, takes 2 bumps and goes, "You know, just to level me out." And I knew it was time to slow it down when my genuine reaction to that was, "Damn, now that's responsibility right there." Yeah. I see my daughter dating a man like that. Really, that's good stuff. I went on vacation recently with my family. Me and my family went to Seattle for a week. And because we were in Washington, my parents were like, hey, Dan, you want to go to a fucking weed dispensary, huh? Buy a little pot, huh? Maybe go to a weed dispensary, huh? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Buy drugs with parents. Nature's parole officers, right? Those two were the biggest narcs for about 18 years. Now they're going all Bongo McConaughey on me. I just don't know why their tune's changing just because we're in a place where it's legal, right? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's not like we'd be traveling to Amsterdam or something. They'd be like, hey, Dan, you want to fuck a prostitute? Huh? You want to do that? Huh? Come on, when's the last time we did something as a family? All right, get in the car. We're gonna do a survey right now. All right, by thunderous applause. Clap if you ever prematurely ejaculate. Couple brave souls over here. This side of the room fucks like champs, and I like that. I do think, though, it's safe to say, based on that reaction, I probably got the quickest nut in the room. I'm talking like Olympic speeds, man, all right? The Michael Phelps of blowing loads, that's what they call me. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. You can't do that. You can't do that shit because sex is like music, all right? Sex is all about the rhythm, right? Imagine you're seeing your favorite band. And the drummer's in the back, he's having a great time, and he's keeping the pace, 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 keeping the pace. Up, stick breaks. And he's covered in jizz, right? His other stick went limp, and he's just sort of mashing it into the snare drum, right? I can play, please! You don't have to be the best drummer in the world, but you do have to make it through the first song. Am I right, lady?